Hello, everyone. I'm almost done with my spreadsheet for 2024, and once again, I came across a couple interesting things I thought I'd share. I got a vocal here from September 30th, around 8:38 p.m. Uh, this was a really quiet night. The recorder turned on at 7 p.m., and it was just quiet from the get-go. There was not a lot of known animal sounds. Um, Usually, when the recorder turns on, it's still light out, so there's some bird activity. There was just nothing. It was pretty silent this whole night. And after this vocal just happens out of the blue. It's actually fairly close. I would say it's within 100 yards of the recorder, and then there's nothing. And there wasn't any percussives, but it's either a human or it's a Sasquatch, and I tend to lean towards the target subjects um, because I've talked about it before. I'm pretty sure we're dealing with some younger animals in the area, and occasionally we get an older animal making noise, but generally speaking, most of the vocals, I believe, are from younger animals. And I've gotten this kind of vocal before there. It's just an example of a one off. And I mean, this is literally the only thing I get that night for September 30th. But what's interesting, October 1st, I got a couple cool things that I'll play after this vocal. But this is the unedited clip. Go ahead and play that. Okay. It's not really loud. I don't think the animal was trying to be really loud. I'm fairly certain it was coming from down in the ravine. And like I said, there's nothing else going on. And I do get human sounds, and people can hike back into this area if they wanted to. And I have gotten hunters in the past, and I've gotten distant people making noise because you know, there's private property that borders the timber company's property. So I do get human stuff, but not like this. This is what I would say a typical one-off possible target subject vocal would sound like. I'm going to go ahead and play it. I filtered it and amplified it a little bit. Okay, so that was September 30th, a very quiet night. It's kind of typical when stuff happens. I mean, either there's gonna be, usually we get coyote warning calls, or um, we just don't get a lot of other animal vocalizations when the target subjects do vocalize, which is not often. And so that night was a typical night where there was just pretty much quiet all night long. Now, September 30th, always suspect are tree falls. And yes, I know trees come down naturally, but sometimes they just come down way too much to be all natural. I've witnessed a tree fall down that was all natural. I've also witnessed a tree being shaken and falling down um, where the target subjects are at. So when I get a tree fall, it always puts up a red flag for me, and I'm on high alert when I'm reviewing the audio. So the next night at 9:39 p.m. we get this. Obviously, a tree breaking and then falling. It's always interesting. But you'll see right there, that's a distant dog barking. But at 9:47, so 8 minutes later, something closer to the recorder, I get this interesting drumming. I've recorded bird wings a lot. I don't believe this is bird wings. And the quick percussives is very reminiscent to what gorillas do when they do drumming or chest beats. I'm not saying that's what this is, but I don't believe it is bird wings. And usually when I get bird wings, it's happening when it's not dark out. Though I have occasionally gotten birds spooked in the middle of the night flapping their wings. But these are harder hitting percussives, and some of the gorilla I've looked at look just like this and sound just like this. It's very quick, and that's it. Um, not I can't say this is our target subjects, but it's very suspicious. I've gotten other sounds like this that I believe are possibly chest beats. Nothing, nothing I would say absolutely. Uh, I know Shane has recorded some that they are almost identical to gorilla chest beats. I have not had that perfect recording yet, but I have gotten stuff like this, and it's just suspicious because it's happening right after the tree breaking and falling. Um, and when I do get this kind of sound, it's always not far from the recorder, like the animal is aware there's something human over there. Uh, and then the night before, I had a suspicious vocal. So that all kind of adds up to me. I don't think it's coincidence. I think they're all related. But I zoomed in on this for you guys a little bit. But you can see these are the percussive, and they're happening so rapidly. It sounds almost like one sound. I'll go ahead and play it one more time. And there is that kind of that whirling sound before it, which that would be reminiscent to wing beats, but it just doesn't. None of it matches up. It does not match up with any wings because I get a lot of dove wings. Game birds make grouse and doves. They will make a very percussive like sound when their wings are beating when they're taking off or landing. But there's almost a slapping sound on theirs. Um, this is different. It's just different, and you know, it's the time of night too. It's almost 10 p.m. I know it's dark at this point in time. On this would have been October 1st. So it's just a very odd recording. I'll play it one more time. But I thought those were interesting. Like I said, I was punching numbers into my spreadsheet. And as usual, when I'm going back over stuff and I see something of interest, before it goes into the spreadsheet and I make my determination of ambiguous or unknown, I like to look at the audio clip one more time. And so I was like, this is something others would probably want to see. And here we are. I'll go back here and I will play the vocals quick, and then we'll end this. I could have done this a lot faster, but I didn't, as usual. So I'm going to actually start it where I want it to start. Okay, everyone, take care, and we will see you on the next one.